The last few episodes of YELLOWJACKETS Season 3 have been absolutely incredible, and the one thing about them is they have been adding on to and creating so many new conversations and theories about these characters and the story that we are seeing. But there is one specific out there that we need to talk about from this season. Who unalived Lottie a few episodes? Let's talk about the reason why it might be an unexpected character that a lot of people love. Now, in the most recent episode of YELLOWJACKETS, Misty convinced Ty and Van that Shauna is responsible for unaliving Lottie. That came from Walter, who took DNA from her a few episodes ago and connected the dots to what was under Lottie's fingernail when she was found dead. And the jury is still out, obviously, on Ty, specifically Dark Ty, because of everything that she is going through. What if I said that everything regarding Shauna's DNA, what Walter is finding, and Misty saying that Shauna is responsible is actually true, but it's not Shauna? There is only one reason and one reason only why that can all make sense. That is because Callie is responsible for unaliving Lottie. There are two pieces of evidence why I believe this that happened in the most recent episode. One being the DNA that I mentioned. Walter got Shauna's DNA, but who's to say it didn't directly tie to Shauna? Callie has the same exact DNA that Shauna has. Second is the toll receipt that Misty found in Shauna's van. Obviously, in the moment, she thinks it's Shauna. She's responsible for it. She took a trip to New York. But why was it found in the back seat? Shauna has always been seen driving that car, especially when Jeff and Callie are in that car. What if Callie was in the back seat? She left or dropped the receipt, which is why it was back there. Now look, I am just theorizing and conversing about this because this is what I believe. I believe that Callie is a little bit more suspicious and a little bit more involved in everything than she is being led on to us. And even though she is trying to figure out what happened to the YELLOWJACKETS way back then, she believes that they are responsible for something, specifically the scientist and the guide. But what if she is doing something about everything, taking things into her own hands, and she is the least suspected out of all of them? Her role has gradually increased each season. It has gotten more and more involved, especially as she has gotten older. More things are happening to her mom and her father. But what if this is like what it's being built up to be about? What if she is responsible for unaliving Lottie and no one is expecting it? Again, this is just a theory. This is what I'm going off of from the evidence I have seen in the episodes. But of course, there are so many different answers and ideas out there. So please let me know what your thoughts are on my theory in the comments, as well as who you think is responsible for unaliving Lottie if you think it's someone different.